we're here in Beaver Stadium following Penn State's 21-7 victory over number 19 ranked Illinois. The Beaver Stadium crowd was packed for the first night game in Happy Valley this season. Lyle, what did you see from the crowd and Penn State in general during the win?
Yeah, obviously Beaver Stadium was rocking out there tonight. A crowd of over 109,000, I believe 14th highest all time. Stadium pulse was incredible for the whiteout energy, which ended up just being a second whiteout that we're going to see this year. So I think that helped out. Obviously, the crowd, I think it caused 7 penalties or some form of timeout for the Illinois, just obviously causing fits all game. I think obviously this was the first Big Ten opener that Penn State's had at Beaver Stadium since 2015. And then with the 9 overtime loss in the back of their minds from 2021, I just think it was all the drive and motivation that they needed. And they played a really, really solid game. Obviously, they started out a little slow, but they picked it up, really methodical. Great defensive performance all around. I started off with Zane Durant, Kobe King, Abdul Carter, all guys that really showed up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, I definitely think Penn State's defense should be proud of this one. I mean, they let up the Illinois touchdown on the very first drive and then didn't let them see any more points and let them see the end zone or field goal again. I mean, they let Illinois get to their 2-yard line, but then, crowd was going crazy, a bunch of stuff happened. Illinois misses a field goal, no points given up. So yeah, definitely impressive performance by the defense. We got to see Abdul Carter have his first big game this season, which I think is going to be big going forward. He also switched between defensive end and linebacker, which is something we saw for the first time tonight. As for the offense, Nick Singleton, Kathryn Allen just absolutely dominated Illinois' defense, as I kind of predicted, kind of expected, but ground game definitely looked good. And like you said, Lyle, the crowd was just insane, definitely played a huge role in the win. What else did you kind of see from Penn State's offense? I mean, not really, a little lower scoring than I think people were expecting, but still, managed to get it done. So what were your kind of takeaways from the offensive performance?
Yeah, obviously the running backs, big games. Obviously, Kathryn went over 100, I think, yards on the ground. Singleton at 90. Just really physical running. And it showed right from the jump in the first half that they had kind of full control of this one. And then you saw Penn State kind of stray away from it at the end of the first half, which when you were averaging over 5 yards per carry, I think that was kind of a question mark. But then you saw in the second half they really kind of focused on that. And then the Illinois front seven had no stops for them. Wide receivers, pretty quiet today, but I think you saw multiple guys with receptions. So I think, they were spreading the wealth out. Just can't key in on one guy. Obviously, one guy you can't key in on is Tyler Warren. Pair of receptions, rushing touchdown. A little Superman jump, Air Warren, if you will, to score Penn State's first touchdown. And then he was running some read options. So, just a guy you can't really stop. But I think to correlate with the success in the run game, I was kind of impressed with the offensive line today. Obviously, J.V. Nelson and Sal Wormley both went down with injury, didn't return. And you saw Cooper Cousins, the true freshman phenom, obviously green light, to burn his red shirt, played meaningful snaps, and I thought he overall did a solid job. And, the run game succeeded, so did Cooper.
Yeah, I think going back to the wide receivers, Harrison Wallace, Amari Evans, Julian Fleming, and Liam Clifford all recorded catches today, but no wide receiver touchdowns, which is something that happened for the first time tonight. But other than that, it was basically just, like you said, Lyle, run game dominance. Another thing is the penalties issues continue to, happen for Penn State. Defense, was it 7?
Something like that.
Yeah, just too many penalties on defense, too many offside jumps. I mean, A.J. Harris had a pick six that was called back because of a penalty. And just Franklin has said many times he doesn't want to see that happening. He wants his team to be more disciplined. So hopefully for Penn State, they fix that going forward. But yeah, overall, a great win for the Nittany Lions in Beaver Stadium at night with the packed crowd.